Hi, it's Al, and we're reading The Berenstain Bears Go Out for the Team by Stan and Jan Berenstain. Brother and Sister Bear, who lived with their mama and papa in the big tree house down at Sunny Dirt Road, deep in Bear Country, enjoyed the changing seasons and the sports that went with them. Football and soccer in the fall, basketball and ice hockey in the winter, and their favorite, baseball in the spring. As soon as brother and sister felt the first warmth of the spring sun, they got out their trusty ball, bat, and gloves and began limbering up for the season. They played pitch and catch and practiced batting. Why, they even studied the rules on the game. Pretty soon, some of their friends came to join the fun of baseball too. After a while, brother looked around and said, "Hey, I think we can have our first game. Let's go. Let's go over to Farmer Ben's back meadow and choose up the sides." Farmer Ben was a good neighbor. He had been allowing cubs to play baseball in his meadow for years. Of course, the grassy meadow wasn't a real baseball field, so there were a few problems with some special ground rules. There were no foul lines, the base paths worn year after year of cubs running on the bases. So there were a lot of arguments about foul balls. There was a rule against sliding into second base because second base was a rock, and any ball no hit into the duck pond in the left field was a ground rule double and an automatic timeout while they fished it out. The arguments rock but arguments, rocks, and duck ponds didn't worry brother, sister, and their friends. They chose up the sides and started a game. Sister had done some growing since last season, but when she went to a bat and whacked her very first ground rule double, all the cubs and even the ducks were surprised. And her knowledge of the rules came in handy when Cousin Freddie forgot to touch second base on his way to third. She called for the ball, tagged second, and declared him out. He made a big fuss, but she pointed out that those were the rules. "Isn't that right?" she asked Farmer Ben, who was watching from the sidelines. "Right as rain," said Farmer Ben. The game moved right along until brother hit the ball into all the way into the next field of Farmer Ben's. Goat got it. "Back so soon?" said Papa, looking up from his paper as brother and sister trooped back home. "Yep," said sister, holding a ball. "Game got called off on account of Farmer Ben's goat chewing the cover of the ball." Papa was pretty impressed when he heard about brother's hit and sister's double ground rule. "Seems to me," said Papa, "that you Cubs might want to think about playing some real baseball on a real baseball field. It says right here in the paper that the Bear Country Club League is going to be holding tryouts pretty soon. You might want to sign up." "Now hold on," interrupted Mama. "That's a high-powered league over there, and those tryouts involve quite a bit of pressure." "Pressure?" asked Sister. "What do you mean?" "You'll be competing against lots of other Cubs, and not everybody's going to make the team," said Mama. "But you both play really well," she added, "so it's up to you." "Won't hurt to drive over and have a look," said Papa. That's where we'll stop for right now.